Hello dear students, welcome to Axiomaticos. This video is the part of the solution series for IIT JAM 2015. So we are here with this problem 7 of your paper. This problem is a problem from analysis. So let us firstly have a look. Let f such that R to R be a differentiable function with the property that that function at 0 will be 0. If for all x belongs to R, we have this condition that f dash of x will be between 1 and 2. Then which one of the following statement is true on 0 to infinity? Okay, the positive real axis. So what conditions do we have? What options do we have? We have that f will be unbounded, f will be increasing and bounded, f has at least one zero, f is periodic. So these are your options. All right, so now let me just firstly write what is given to you, okay, and then we will proceed. It's given to you, the most important thing is that f is differentiable. All right, so this is very important. Now the second thing that is given to you is that curve will pass through origin, right? F of 0 is 0. Third thing is also important, that 1 is in f dash x is in between 1 and 2. So now see, I will use this third condition. Firstly, what we will have, that f dash x is in between 1 and 2. Now if you will integrate both sides, what will happen? You will get this thing, that x plus c1 is less than f dash of x is less than 2x plus c2, right? Now the coefficients that we have here, what we will have x plus c1 f. Okay, we should write f dash of x, right? Instead of, we should write f of x. Okay, now see, so you see we end up with this condition which is written here. Let me just write this condition as condition A. Okay, now what we will do, we will draw a Cartesian plane for you in order to just understand this geometrically. Once you understand this question geometrically, then you are already done with this question. All right, so let us say this is your Cartesian plane. Okay, so this is your Cartesian plane, and now what I will be doing, okay, firstly just consider, okay, what I am trying to do here. I am just trying to discard option. Okay, I will just discard option. So let us consider for a while that c1 and c2 are 0. Okay, for a while let us consider that. So what will happen then, I will draw this line firstly, the line y is equal to x. All right, so let us say this line is your y is equal to x. Okay, now I am drawing your line. Okay, so this one is y is equal to 2x, this one is y is equal to x. All right, now your function is passing through 0 0, and it is always in between these two lines, y is equal to x and y is equal to 2x. Now see, from here also we can also write that f dash of x is greater than 0. This is what we can write. That means your function is always strictly increasing function. So what we can trace, okay, for a general convention, what we can trace, your figure will look like this. Your function fx will go on like this. Okay, it's a continuous function. I'm just drawing dotted because this is a possible one, not the exact one. So it will go like this. Now what do you think? This will cut this line or not? The line that we have here, it will cut this line or not? It cannot cut. Suppose it happens that it's going like this way, then what will happen? The slope of this function fx will be less than 1 that time. Are you getting my point? It cannot happen that function just bend over here, okay, because we know strictly increasing function that can bend, okay. So let me just draw for an example. Let us say we have this line, so I can draw a strictly increasing function, all right, which will bend in this way. So this is a strictly increasing function and it is bending. But what is more important here is that your slope is greater than 1, all right. So if you will bend a curve, then its slope will not be greater than 1. It's nearly to equal to 0. Are you getting my point? So you have to keep on going like this. What we are doing here, you have to keep on going like this. Now since it is always in between these two, so that means it will never bend. So it's always a unbounded function, because this line y is equal to x is itself unbounded. Are you getting my point or not? So this is how what we can discard your options. Now from here, when we took just c1 and c2 is equal to 0 without thinking about the constants, we just use this thing that it's a differentiable function, it's a continuous function, that means so it's never going to break anywhere. And using this thing that it is in between 1 and 2, what we have proved that it will be unbounded. Now B option suggests that f is increasing and bounded. Now you know that when a strictly increasing function is bounded, when this kind of condition which is written here, this kind of condition, when it happens, then we say it is bounded. Because what is happening, this line that we have here is actually a asymptote to this. It's not going to touch, but it's asymptote. That means let us say this line is y is equal to some k, then y is equal to k is the bound for this function, even though it is strictly increasing. But what is given to us more important, that it's greater than 1. All right, so it cannot be a bounded function. Once it is bounded, then its slope cannot be greater than 1. So this is how we can solve geometrically. I'm not giving any formal proof right now, but we can see it geometrically, okay. Also what you can do, you can take counters. Let us say you just consider fx is equal to 3x by 2. Now you know what is f dash of x. It's 3 by 2. That means 1.5. And you need your f dash x in between 1 and 2. So that's okay. And also it passes through 0, 0. So this example is a valid counter example for my options. Alright. So this example is a valid counter example. So see, it's unbounded. It's not bounded. It's increasing, but it's unbounded. That means B option is incorrect. C says f has at least 1 0. Okay. So we will talk about this option later. Now D says that f is periodic. So do you think that this is a periodic function? No, it's not periodic function. All right. So this one is also discarded. Now the C option is only that is creating a problem here. All right, because your function that you are taking, that is 3x by 2, is has 1 0. That means C condition is still true for this one. Now for that matter, what I will do, I will just take another function. So what's that function? It's e to the power of x. Let me consider this as my function. Now what is f dash of x? It's still e to the power x. So now, okay, I think I cannot take, because we have a restriction over here that its slope should be less than 2. So now let me think of some another function that satisfies this condition also. All right. Okay, now I think that I was mistaken here. We don't need this function also. We can do by this function only. Why? Because it has 0 at 0. That means your question says which one of the following statement is true on positive only. Okay, this thing is very important. Positive x-axis, they are not including 0. So your function has 0 at 0, it's not on the positive x-axis. So according to the statement, it says f has at least one 0 on which this interval. So you have a function which have no 0. So I think not, it's actually correct that c cannot be true now. Okay, so that means only using this function you can discard a, b, c. So finally what we have that a is bounded. So I'm not going to write a formal proof for you, but I have shown you geometrically that how things are going here. That's why in the exam also you can think of this thing like. All right. So thank you.